I've done this on my own for so long, but yes, I know I can only do so much. Your flaws make you unique. You're not the only one that's depressed. You're not the only one that is struggling. There's someone else who's also facing those battles. Yo, no one's focusing on your flaws as much as you are. Hey YouTube, I'm Tevin, but you guys can call me T. Don't let your insecurities stop you from meeting new people and forming genuine connection. I was insecure for years, and that stopped me from forming connection with people. That stopped me from building trust with people because I was so afraid. I was in my own head. What if they thought this about me? What if they thought that about me? Like, yo, none of that matters, bro. Like, at the end of the day, they're too focused on themselves to focus on you, to focus on all your flaws. So you go out there and put yourself out there, bro. Like, form genuine connection. Me now, I'm trying to find that group where there's like-minded individual in it. So it's not just me trying to build everything on my own, because everyone says we need a team. I've done this on my own for so long, but yes, I know I can only do so much. I'm looking for individuals who they have the same purpose-driven mindset. They have the same goals. They want to reach far. I'm looking for individuals like those. I'm looking for disciplined individual, consistent individual. And if I don't put myself out there, I'll never find it. You can't let your insecurities stop you from forming connection. If you want a girlfriend, you have to muster up the courage and go and talk to a girl. Like, you have to get over all your fears to form connection. Yo, language was only given to spiritual beings. So angels have language, demons have language, and humans have language. Animals does not have language, because an animal is what it is. In it is what it is. That's the name of it in Hebrew, or that's what it translates to. So for us to form a connection, we have to use our words, we have to speak, we have to communicate to someone else to form that connection, to build that trust. You have to muster up the courage to put yourself out there, to speak to someone else. Like, yo, once you get up out of your head, once you get up and stop focusing on all your flaws, because, yo, no one is thinking about you as much as you think they are. It's like, trust me, bro. Trust me. Everyone is focusing on their own problems. The same battles you face on a daily, someone else is facing that. You're not the only one that's depressed. You're not the only one that is struggling. There's someone else who's also facing those battles. So if you believe that, oh, they know all your problems, they're focused on you, you're putting way too much pressure on yourself. You're putting too much eyes on yourself. It's your perception, because no one is looking at you, bro. Like, you can do some of the most embarrassing stuff in public. You can do some of the most embarrassing stuff in public. Yeah, you might have a 1 and 2 people look and video, and that's it, bro. Like, a few nights ago, I was at work. A band was up there playing music. I was in my suit, you know what I mean? So I was crisp, I was clean. And I just went up there and started dancing, bro. Like, I normally just dance in my own space when I'm comfortable in my own room, bro. I was there dancing, I just wasn't focused on anyone. And I got compliment more. I remember this old lady was like, oh, this guy has some move. And then 2 old ladies were hitting on me before. You're like, oh, you're not leaving now, are you? Yo. These oldies, man. But as I was saying, just put yourself out there. Everyone is going through their own stuff. Everyone's facing their own battles, their own situation. No one has you on your mind as much as you think they do. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I don't mean that in a bad way, so don't take it as a bad way. I mean that you perceive it, that, oh, They know all the flaws that you have when they don't. Yo, my teeth is crooked, bro. Like, I have my teeth aren't straight. And I used to find such a fault with that. I kind of still do. But I've seen way more people with crooked teeth, with worse teeth than me, just go around not paying any mind. I remember one of my friends, she said like, yo, this was back in the day, she's like, you're way too self-conscious, you need to just lighten up yourself some more. And she was right. Yo, the way how she acts, she doesn't care, bro. And I'm not saying, yo, don't care about yourself or don't care. Like, to some extent, yes, lighten up. Don't care about certain things. But at the same time, just focus, bro. Not everyone's picking up on your flaws, dog. Not because, oh, you can't write so good, you think everyone knows that. Not because you have a big head, everyone's focusing on that, bro. Yo, you should have seen my head before, dog. It wasn't big, it was small, but it was like pointed or so. I used to hate cutting my hair short, and that was mandatory to go to schools in Jamaica. It's changed now. I think it's changed now, but that was mandatory, bro. And like my head was so pointed, I hated it. Like one of the reasons why I grow my hair is because of that. And like seeing it now, no one cares, bro. Like, yeah, in primary school it was like a big deal and this and that, and I find fault with it because it was weird to me. But in high school, no one really talked about it. And then in my adult years, well, in my adult year, I had tall hair, so yeah, it wasn't really a big deal. People comment on height. Oh, you're too short. This that. I've never gotten a too short. I'm like 5'9", 5'10". I've never gotten a too short. I've seen people shorter than me have more productivity in sports, in relationship, in everything other than me, bro. So your height's not, you shouldn't use your height as a problem to you. You shouldn't turn your height into a disability, mental disability, or an insecurity, actually, sorry. Stop enhancing your flaws and thinking everyone's viewing it as how you're viewing them. Yo, people might look at it, spot it, and just go on with their day. They're like, oh, yeah, that's it. Oh, he walks a certain way. Okay, that's it. That's what makes you unique, bro. Like you ever look at it like that? Your flaws make you unique. Like I remember grade 9, I started walking with some crutch or whatever you call those stuff. Like my brother got injured playing rugby, and I think he went away to Mexico to play rugby. I don't remember where he went. It was either Mexico or the US, and it was just there left in the house, and I saw it and thought it was cool. So I started walking around with playing with it. And you know what they say is too superstitious. You play with one of those stuff, something's gonna happen to you. So I got something on my foot called wax and kind of like right here, and I had to go to the doctor for that. And ever since then, I have a weird way how I walk, and I don't even look at it like that. That makes me unique. I have a weird way how I talk. Like, yo, I used to find so much fault with this when I just started my YouTube channel. Like, I talk a certain way. I think my jaw kind of shift. I don't even know if I still have that problem. But I used to enhance it so much. I'm like, yo, the viewers are looking at it. Everyone's thinking this, everyone's thinking that. I even was saying it to my mentor one time. It's like, yo, you don't talk weird, bro. Yo, no one's focusing on your flaws as much as you are. People just see it as a part of you. They're not making a big deal out of it as you are. Stop enhancing your flaws and using it to stop you from forming genuine connection with people. Some of those people are the one that God ordained to be in your life. Some of those people are gonna help you into reaching your destination, help you to become the person that you're supposed to be. Like, believe you me, bro, ever since I started smiling more, I started like lighting up myself, it's been way easier to talk to people. And that's coming from someone who was insecure for years. And you know the funny thing is, I remember some of my earliest memories. I never had problem talking to people. I was never insecure. I was always like that that kid that was always like, that kid who always free, that kid who always wanted to try something new. But it was after, you reach a certain age and you start getting comments and you started internalizing all of those. Release that, bro. You don't need to carry that around. Just release it. Cause most of those people that says negative things to you in the past, that's what they thought about themselves. And I'm not gonna play saint and say, I haven't spoken any negative thing to people, because I did. I spoke it a lot. And looking back at it now, those were my internal flaws, those were my insecurities I projected onto other people. And I'm genuinely sorry for doing that. That used to haunt me in my younger years. Like knowing that I caused someone harm used to haunt me, whether mental or physical. But put yourself out there. Talk to people more. Like actually, smile, bro. Smile. Stop letting your insecurities overcome your life. Stop letting your insecurities stop you from finding connection and forming. Stop letting your insecurities stop you from finding people and forming connection. If I can overcome my insecurities, my crippling insecurities, if I can face depression and still be in a good mood, bro, you can do it too. Trust me, bro. Listen some Bob Marley. Yeah, but that's the video for today, bro. Bless up. Stay positive. Smile. Go out and make connections. Form relationship. Be better. Peace.